Wow. Good news in Africa. Africa is really moving forward. If you don't know, then I think after hearing this, you should know that it is true. Now, could you believe that Mali, you know, is now wanting to refine its goods by himself? Mali has now joined force, like it's now working with Russia to build a gold refinery in Bamako. Could you believe that? Can you believe that? And Mali will be owning 62% of the projects. You see, Mali don't want to rely, on the external other countries for the processing of gold, but now it wants to be producing its own gold locally in its country. And you all know that Mali is one of the biggest African country in the production of gold. And all these colonial masters has been getting a lot of money from Mali, if not until now that the eyes of Mali open. We thank God for their president Bamako for these good steps he is taking to make his country great. And if when Mali were being controlled by France in the processing of their gold, France was actually paying them, it was said that France was paying them 1 billion per year. 1 billion per year. But guess what? When Mali started, processing its goods by itself after, stopping France from working with them, from work that is processing their gold and now processing it by itself, Mali was making up to 10 billion per month. Per month, but then it was 1 billion in a year. You see? You see how things is going. Now, guess how this thing came to be? It came to be because Mali is now trying to follow the footsteps of, guess who? You know who, right? Captain Ibrahim Traore, our one and only captain. Mali is wanting to follow his footsteps. If not for Ibrahim Traore who started this, how would other African countries have followed? Now, so many other African countries are now trying to follow the footsteps of Ibrahim Traore. Not just Mali, but including Niger, including some other countries, African countries, that are trying to follow his footsteps. And now Africa is now moving forward, going higher, getting better. Now, if not that Mali has taken this bold step, that means, could you believe that till now, Mali will still be collecting 1 billion per year from the hands of these colonial masters? And they won't even know that they are cheating them. That is where the problem lies. They don't even know that they are being cheated. They were thinking, like, they were doing this thing these colonial masters were cheating Mali and other African countries, and it was sounding like they were doing good to us. If not for Putin, who came to open the eyes of Africa, how would it have been with Africa? We wouldn't have known that they have been cheating us. But at least it is better late than never. Now that we have found out, I'm happy, and we are all happy that some of the African presidents are taking a bold step to better the lives of their country, of their citizens, and make their country a better place. And we pray that every other African countries will join force, and not just that Ibrahim Traore will continue to be protected by God, and he will live long, and Africa will be united. It's just a matter of time.